Alright, so we are at that critical point that I was referring to. I went ahead and reloaded, and then I just went straight to synthetic insights. And, you know, you can choose the Renegade dialogue options, but it doesn't really change what happens there. So now we're at that point where Gianna was like, hey, I want to talk to you before you talk to Lord Keene. So, let's go ahead and chat with her.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
I don't have time for pleasantries.
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? You're meeting a beautiful woman for drinks, smile and laugh, pretend we're flirting. The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is
you guys
Why don't you
heard
ask Keene
this
directly?
in my original
I'm Ananias'
playthrough.
secretary.
You work for Ananias.
Keene's testimony and
Like I
If your
care.
executive board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem. I have my own mission.
Yes. Fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Ananias is dirty. It might be best to help her.
We don't care,
Look, Shepard,
Garrus.
I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Pay me.
Keene is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Ananias' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
Then forget it.
I'll keep Keene's evidence.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keene for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Okay, so now let's go talk to Keene and see what he has to say. See if I can still do this exploit.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Let's see.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in
If
a public...
necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Ananias will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify.
Plus
Make
25.
whatever arrangements
Renegade.
you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Nice little boost. Let's see
I
if
have
I
not
can
been contacted regarding
pull it
our
off
arrangements.
again.
Did you see an Asari
Yes,
matriarch?
she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a... She claimed to be Saren's assistant. Humans are full of questions.
Here we go.
Now that you have my property... It... Very well.
There it is. Another plus 25 Renegade. So,
I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
so if I want,
not
I can
been
just keep
contacted
on doing
regarding our
this
arrange-
until I
Yes,
max out
she
my
caused
Renegade.
Quite a stir. Humans are... Now that you have my property, you want... Very well. I will testify.
You will
Make
testify
whatever-
against him. Almost there.
Arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding a... Yes, she caused quite a... Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property... It is... Very well. I will testify.
Almost there.
Make
Almost
whatever
done.
arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding...
As far as
our
I'm concerned,
arrangements.
this is one of the most
Yes,
well-known
she caused quite a stir.
exploits
Humans
in video
are
game
full of
history
questions.
because
Now that you
the
have
fact
my
that you can
property,
still
want to
do
dic-
this
It is good.
over
Very
a
well.
decade later. Alright, there we go.
I will testify.
Pretty much maxed out.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Alright. So now here comes the fun part. The number of different things that we can do here. And I still haven't... I reloaded to before I went and got Opald's package. So I don't have that. And I don't necessarily need to even care about doing that. Because now that I have the evidence, I could just give that to him. And he would pretty much be willing to give me a pass at that point. So we're going to make another save. Now that we have gotten to this point. Because again, this is a very delicate point here. Where you can decide to do a number of different things. our way back to Analeus. Rather than talk to Gianna, we're just going to go straight to Analeus.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
Gianna is investigating you.
Your secretary is a plant for the executive board. Internal affairs, she said.
That is good to know. Would you mind stepping outside? I'm afraid I will have to let Miss Parasini go. It can't wait. Your mind has not been fully on your duty to me.
I don't understand, sir.
I'm not losing this job.
Analeus, if I don't report in, the board will figure it out. Put the weapon...
I said I'm not losing this job!
They killed each other. And then you can just grab his garage pass off his corpse.
Mother of...
Hi,
Corporal,
Matsuo.
secure the area. Keep everyone out of here now.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened here, Commander Shepard?
I can either just be like, I don't know. I have no idea. And let's see what she says if I tell her about Gianna.
Gianna was investigating Analeus' corruption. She worked for the executive board.
He panicked, called her in, shot wildly. Yeah. Makes sense. He was always paranoid. Excuse me, Commander. The death of an executive must always be filed in triplicate.
So now they're both dead and we have our garage pass and we didn't even have to bother with all the evidence and everything. Hello, who's this?
Please don't touch anything.
Oh, an investigator. Okay. Don't touch anything, and then I rob the safe. Alright. So that is one way of doing it. Now, hold on a second. Alright, let's reload. And now let's see what happens if rather than telling him about Gianna, we instead just give him the evidence. Just be like, here's the evidence against you, and then we'll see what Gianna says. Okay. Probably should just saved closer to the door over here. So that way we didn't have to do this run back again. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, we're just gonna skip Gianna and tell Analeus that we have the evidence against
I
him.
presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
I've acquired Keen's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Keen is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
Huh. You'll do what I say.
Shut your pie hole. Give me a pass to leave or the evidence goes to the board.
And you would keep this supposed evidence, I imagine? You need a pass to enter our garage. As a gesture of goodwill, I will provide one. Noveria prizes its good relations with the Citadel.
Sure it
I
does.
would have arrested him, but we do need to get on with the mission.
I trust you will attend to your own business now.
That's my plan. Goodbye, Mr. Analeus.
Very well. I will remain at your disposal.
So what does the journal say now? By blackmailing Ananias with proof of his corruption, you have acquired a pass to leave. You can proceed to the garage.
I acquiesce to your demands. Do not press me for more. There are limits.
I'm leaving.
Very well. I will remain at your disposal.
Okay. Now let's see what happens if I talk to Gianna after I've done that.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
I could still then convince, or tell her that I convinced Keen.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to...
That's a world of I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all.
Yeah, you're welcome.
guess
That's
some of
some
you
gratitude you got there.
Sorry, I'm used to having my guard up. When people find out I'm internal affairs, they treat me like a traitor. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
So you can go to him and tell him that you have the evidence. You don't give him the evidence. You can just tell him to give him a pass without handing him the evidence. Now, that was because I chose the Renegade option. Now, let's see what happens if rather than choosing the Renegade option where I say, you'll do what I tell you, if I say something like, we can reach an agreement, which I then hand him the evidence, and then let Gianna know that I gave him the evidence that could have been used against him, pretty much telling her that I ruined her investigation. Because I'm pretty sure there's an option to do that. I just chose the way where I could get what I want, plus still ruin his career and turn him over to Gianna. Because the major point is that I convinced Keen to testify. Even though I have the evidence in hand, rather than giving it to him. So now let's test this.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
I've acquired Keen's evidence of your misconduct.
Alright, let's see. We can reach an agreement.
Calm down. I don't care about your petty crimes.
What are you proposing, then? That question is not an admission of guilt.
Let's see. Either get me to Benezia, you'll do what I say, or, oh, you're guilty.
If it's fake, then you won't mind my turning it over to him.
I do not believe... That is not your best option. I would like to make a proposal. Give Mr. Keen's evidence to me. It is all lies, but it may help my investigation into his corruption.
And what do I get out of this?
And how would this generosity benefit me?
We have a standard bonus we pay to private investigators, but you need more than that, do you not? You need to speak with Lady Benezia. I can arrange access for you, if you give me this evidence.
I accept.
That sounds reasonable. You have a deal.
Excellent. Here is a pass into our garage. I will wire the funds directly into your accounts.
I would have arrested him, but we do need to get on with the mission.
I trust you
Garrus.
will attend to your own business now.
That's my plan. Goodbye, Mr. Ananias.
A pleasure, Commander.
Got more Renegade, and it says I got no money. You swindling... Whatever. Now let's tell Gianna.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
Ananias paid me for it. Tough luck.
You're kidding. Do you have any... What the hell were you thinking?
Ha! I don't like you.
Frankly, your self-righteous attitude pissed me off.
Well, pardon me all to hell for expecting you to do your job. You know what? Forget it. I should have known better. Spectres never care about anything beyond their mission. I told you to go the hell away.
Ruined her investigation. Now, I'm curious if I can still, like, let him know.
We both gained from our arrangement. Why don't you go look for Lady Benezia?
So,
Pleasure, Commander.
I find it interesting, though, that then there's not an option for me to then let him know, oh, by the way, your secretary. But now she's lost all possibility of getting the evidence she needed against him. So now her investigation is completely ruined, so telling him doesn't necessarily do much, because now she has nothing on him. So you know what? I'm gonna go with that result because I want to see how she reacts. I'm anticipating that I will run into her on that planet in Mass Effect 2. You guys remember my original playthrough? We ran to Gianna in Mass Effect 2, and she was like, "Oh, hey, Spectre, good to see you again. Thanks for helping me with Antileus." I'm curious about what her reaction is going to be to me when if she sees me there. I'm assuming she'll be there, and she'll run into me, and I'll see her again, and what her reaction is going to be. She's going to be like, "Oh, it's you," you know. Because you can even aid her again in Mass Effect 2. But will that even be a thing once we get there? Or because I went that route, did I just take that certain little activity or quest away from Mass Effect 2? This is part of the fun of checking all these different results.
What can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need
Now that I have my
anything?
pass, I don't need
I'll
you
be-
anymore.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Uh-huh. So, I obviously could have gone with the route where, I make him give me the pass, but then I turn him in, but you get a pass from Gianna from turning him in anyway, so it's kind of like, you know, there's no real point to that other than maybe getting Renegade points. And then, of course, there was the option of ratting her out to him, which got them both killed, which obviously that just means that she won't be there in Mass Effect 2. So this to me is the only route that would have made an interesting difference in Mass Effect 2.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out. What did you do here, Commander?
Only
Just
what I had
business.
to. I didn't ask the Geth to attack.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3 centuries, everyone has said the Geth don't come out of the Veil. What is happening out there? I must report
The
to the executive
end
board.
of
If word gets
all
out
we
about
know.
loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Oh, Matsuo, you're so naive. Let's see. It looks like the, Oh, there it is. I thought that on the mini-map was supposed to be the Mako. I was like, where is it? I don't see it. Now I realize it's over here. Derp. Alright, let's save. Man, I really hope they remaster this for PS4. And I think some people, after what happened with the last patch of Andromeda, which, by the way, you can now swing on over to see me doing my Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. But some people were suggesting that after the failure of the selling of Andromeda, with the fact that they decided they're not going to patch it anymore, not support it anymore, no DLC for it, people were suggesting that to reinstall goodwill and good faith amongst the fan base is to remaster the first 3 games, the trilogy, the Shepherd trilogy as I call it, for PS4, which I think would be a fantastic idea to remaster Mass Effect trilogy collection with all the DLC included, because there's still DLC that was not included in the PS3 collection, which is stupid. They gotta buy the collection then plus the DLC that's missing. Just include all the DLC, remaster it into one big package, and resell it for the fan base on PS4. I think that would go a long way to helping reinstall faith for towards the fan base, especially from BioWare and EA, after the debacle that was Andromeda, since many just vilified the game when it first came out. I think it would go, because I would love to see how they try to fix and improve it when it comes to saving and the textures and the graphics and all that on PS4 compared to how it is on PS3, because it pretty much was just a straight up port from the Xbox to the PS3, or the PC to the PS3. I'm not really sure exactly how that worked, but I think it would be a great idea. And I've heard some people say that they would be absolutely willing to repurchase the collection on PS4, and I would be one of those, especially if they include all the DLC in one package. And then that's a great way to then try and re-get fans back into this franchise, especially those who maybe Andromeda was their first impression. They were like, well, I guess I don't really like this franchise that much if this is what it's like. And I think redoing these first 3 games for PS4 to opening up to more of the fan base or more players out there, since a lot of them have PS4s but don't have PS3s, I think would be an excellent gesture on the part of EA and BioWare. So of course we're just going through this road portion of the level just to get to the facility, because we all know what's waiting for us over there. Amnesia and the Arachni and all that. With, of course, the big pivotal choice towards the end of, do we release the queen or not? Oh yeah, that's right, gotta deal with these Geth. Big armature here.
On my way.
I have so much Omni Gel, I can just go ahead and just do the Omni Gel and not care. And then I'll have enough gear to just convert that into more Omni Gel. Oh, Mako, I have missed you. When your regular weapons do more damage than the Mako's weapons. But hey, at least the Mako has weapons, unlike the vehicle we use in Andromeda. But hey, I haven't even gotten to that portion in that playthrough yet. At the point in time that I'm recording this. But of course, everyone knows about that, because that was one of the big advertised points is, it's like some people thought, oh, the Mako's gonna make a return. And it's not really the Mako, because at least the Mako had weapons. And of course, the way it would just, you can see it here. Just the way it moves. It's infamous, but it holds a special place in our hearts. Got it. I'll just go ahead and take it out with the Mako's weapons, because even though you get more XP when you take it out on foot, I, for some reason, can't level up to 60. And I don't know why. It must be something I messed up or something, but
All targets down.
in the end it won't make that much of a difference when I import this character into Mass Effect 2. The main thing is how many Renegade points do I have? And while the level does have some effect, it won't be that much of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Alright, here we are. Let's get inside before we freeze. And then deal with the Geth that are in here. When my pistol is so strong that it can take out a Geth Juggernaut on its own without me having to use any of my abilities.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
Hold on, let me check my equipment for a moment. Just double check. Have I picked up anything? No. No, that's not nearly as good as what I already have. Now, that doesn't really matter because I'm an infiltrator and all I use are pistols and sniper rifles. Not a great Omni tool either. Garrus! What about you, my man? Not as good as what you have. Not as good as what you have, so we'll get rid of those. Hello, that's not bad. Let's give you that, man. Lot of tech cooldown bonus there, but that's okay. We'll get rid of that. Alright. And then Ashley, let me see here. Anything better? Oh yeah, let's give her that. There we go. Yeah, let's give you that. Get rid of all those since we're the only 3 people here that can actually use sniper rifles.
Hazard materials.
I'll hold on to that and check with Rex, even though I'm not going to be taking Rex with me at all.
Offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
If that's a hint to you as to what I intend for Rex.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
It's also because of the Rachni. It's like a xenomorph alien ripoff, and now I can't put my weapon away. I should have put that away before I got in the elevator, because then it causes this hilarious little... This is kind of a bug. Thankfully, it's not a devastating bug or anything, but it's you can tell it's a bug.
Take him out!
Gotcha. And now is where we should see our first Rachni, I believe.
What was that?
Animals, wind, this place is in bad shape.
Bugs. I hate bugs.
Take cover!
Now it gets fun.
He's just waiting. He's like, I'm not coming to you. You come to me. Oh, now he's making his way over. Ho, ho, ho. Go ahead and get it, you two.
What were those things?
Hard to kill. That's all I need to know.
All targets down.
Thank you, Garrus. Kudos to them for trying to make it seem like they were trying to like do it like a alien xenomorph copycat here. They're crawling through the vents. Everywhere. What mod do I have on my weapon here? Huh. So I'm surprised they're not melting, considering that I'm using these Inferno rounds here. Whatever.
Negative contact.
Ah, the Mass Effect elevators. Somebody call for an exterminator!
Must be the station.
Can we fix it? Get this place back online?
Area secured.
There we go. You sure about that, Garrus?
All targets down.
Doesn't seem all that secure to me. Ah, yes, Mira. Well, we'll be chatting with Mira when we come back. Stay tuned.